Seneca Hampton. Where you at, boss?
All right, we are back. Sorry about all that, stuff happens. And so, back to our interview with Coach Zepp. Coach, first off, man, happy Veterans Day again, like I said. Thank you for your service. But so we're going to get right into your interview that we were so rudely interrupted in by. So, originally you were from Maryland, but you was kind of like on a county state line type deal, so you kind of got to be in two states at one time in a type of deal. Okay, I get. I
Yep,
was like that
yep.
at Fort Campbell when I was stationed at Fort Campbell. I lived on the state line of Tennessee and Kentucky, so every day I was either in Tennessee or Kentucky. So I get what you mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what brought you to where, way all the way down here to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the Coast Guard?
So yes, sir. We got orders to in 2023. We got orders to the Coast Guard cutter Sawfish, which is out of Gulfport.
Yeah.
There's 387-foot Coast Guard cutters there. My wife Linda, if you're watching, hello, was about 3 months pregnant at the time, and we had never been to Mississippi before. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't know Mississippi had a coast.
Yeah.
And we took a ride down here in April, and we were moving down here in June of 23, and we actually stayed in Long Beach and did some house hunting in Bay St. Louis and Long Beach and the pass over there, and we really liked it. And then a friend of ours said to take a ride over here to Ocean Springs.
Mm-hmm.
Got to Government Street, checked out Front Beach, and decided that's where we wanted to buy a house. So,
Yeah. Hey, man, that's what got me.
Yep.
The aesthetics down here.
It's beautiful. It's
It
beautiful.
is.
We fell in love from day one.
Yeah, man. You got a unique story, football and military. Talk to us about your journey from playing high school ball to joining the Coast Guard Academy and continuing to play at the next level.
Yeah, so I played high school ball for Slasianum, which Delaware is not quite as much of a powerhouse as Mississippi is, obviously, but Slasianum is a pretty good all-boys school there, drawing students from 4 different states: South Jersey, Eastern Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland, and we played some pretty good talent. Up and down the East Coast. A couple dudes that are playing at the pro level still. And my father was a police officer, and I think my junior year, he asked me what I want to be when I grow up, and I said a police officer. Well, he wasn't so happy with that answer, and he started talking to me about the Coast Guard Academy, and I didn't know the Coast Guard Academy existed. I'm from Maryland. I knew about the Naval Academy and whatnot, but Coast Guard's a D3 school.
Right.
And I sent some film in to the head ball coach, who happened to be the O-line coach too, Bill George. And a few months later, he hit me back up, and lo and behold, I guess football, my grades were pretty decent and whatnot. I was able to get into the Coast Guard Academy. It was a huge honor, and got to play 4 years of football up there, and
That's cool.
Get a commission in the Coast Guard when I graduated. So
That's cool, man. That's it ain't too many service members that say that.
Just small group of people
Yeah.
that went to a service academy. They balanced that cadet life, that military
All
life,
that.
the academic life, and then the sports too.
Yeah.
I think this is probably true across all the academy grads, and this is no diss to people that didn't play
Right.
sports when they were at the academies. But I think that your varsity athletes tend to be the better operational leaders out there, right? And that's because sports.
Right.
Like I tell these kids, sports teaches that, right?
Mhm.
Leadership, how to get through adversity, all that stuff. Teamwork.
Right. And You did you have to stay in the Army standards? I mean, not the Army, the military standards, Coast Guard standards, like with height and weight?
So we did get a weight waiver.
Yeah.
So right, like generally speaking, if you're under 30 as a male, you got to be under 22% body fat, or your max allowable weight, right? The guys that were put on the waiver, we were allowed to be between 22 and 29% while we were playing. And then as soon as we were done our senior year, we had to cut back to 22% before we graduated.
Yeah. Threw all that water weight on you.
Well, it was a lot of that. Stop having 3 slices of pizza after your first course at the cadet wardroom. To be honest, and that's a quick way to cut a couple calories.
So, all right. So, how do you balance your military responsibility with your role here on the coaching staff?
Yeah. So, my first 2 years here, I was the CO, the commanding officer of that cutter out in Gulfport. And so, for my first year coaching as a volunteer, we would go on, our week-long patrols, and I just have to miss that week. But we liked Ocean Springs so much that back in the spring I asked to stay here, and I got a job over as a Coast Guard liaison office to Bollinger Shipbuilding over there in the old VT Halter lot off Bayou Casat. And that job's a little bit better, right? It's Monday through Friday, and there's no duty, there's no patrols, there's no law enforcement time, no deployments. So. I do my best to get to work and then get out of there around 1400 every day to try and get over practice on time. A couple times I think I've been a little bit late. We've had stuff going on there, but for the most part it's been a pretty good pretty good balance to be able to get over to practice on time.
As a veteran and a coach, how do the two worlds connect for you? Like, what lessons from service translate directly into how you coach and lead these young men?
So I think, like, I kind of already hit on this, right? I don't know if I'm a good junior officer in the military.
Right.
I know that I'm a better junior officer in the military than I would have been if I didn't play football.
Yeah.
And again, I can think of my buddies that are out there being commanding officers right now. And there's one of them in Pascagoula on the Coast Guard cutter, Jacob Peru, that played linebacker for us, right? The skills that you learn as a high school football player, as a middle school football player, playing football is teamwork. It's adversity through, or it's teamwork through adversity. It's overcoming challenges, and that's kind of a microcosm for life, right? And in the military, those life challenges happen, at a higher percentage, and they're a little bit more extreme. But I think playing football and learning that teamwork and that kind of strength through adversity and stuff is what sets you up to be successful in life and successful in the military, but just life in general. So
right.
That's what I try and tell these kids out here. When they're having a bad day, I like to say this is not the hardest thing that you will have to deal with in life, right? Life is going to get more complicated from here.
They have no idea.
But I think it's a privilege to get to work with the rising young men in this community.
This being Veterans Day, what does this day mean to you personally, both as a service member and someone who's helped guide in the next generation?
Yeah, so I think Veterans Day is obviously really important. I happen to be 6th generation. On my dad's side of the family, I'm a 6th generation seagoing service. If you include the Marine Corps and the Coast Guard, there's a lot of Navy in there. So growing up, I always was around people that were veterans. My great-grandfather was a commanding officer during D-Day and all that. And I think that, for the most part, our veterans are the best of us, right? Like you talked about that 1%. And those are the people that have written that blank check and stood against, pretty insurmountable evil with unwavering courage and done it for others, right, selflessly. So, I think we have to keep honoring our veterans, and keep reminding, our country and our world that, what they've done matters, what they're doing matters, and what they will do matters.
Right. We need our military.
Yep.
I don't think people understand that. We need our military. Lastly, Coach, when you look at this Greyhound offensive line group, what's been your biggest point of emphasis with them this season?
So, I mean, this group is phenomenal, right? You got 4 seniors up there who've played 1 million snaps. They're monsters. They're smart. And then you got Sebastian, right, who has come on as a sophomore, and he might take a little bit of the brunt of the corrections here and there because he's a sophomore, but he's had a really good year. He's put together a good performance overall this year. Our biggest point of emphasis to them is always control what you control, right? Beat the guy ahead of you, and if we move that line of scrimmage, we're going to win the game, right? You control the trenches 99.9% of the time, you're going to win the game, right? But, those four seniors, that they're leaders, each and every one of them themselves, right? So, they're taking the majority of that and running with it, and, Coach Lee's just there to make fine-tune adjustments, and then, you got Coach Sweatman, Coach Forehand, and myself to do whatever Coach Lee asks us to do, and then maybe see something here and there that one of those full-time guys doesn't see, and do our best to help give small contributions to try and make this team as best as they could be.
Yeah, man, it's the offensive line group is a fun group to be around from the coaches and the players. I got a lot of good, funny content. Just being around the offensive line group, coaches are, and the players, especially just when they interacting with each other and they're separately. There's a lot of stuff y'all get to see in the off season once we put our little show together. Lastly, Coach, what's been the most rewarding part of being part of this Ocean Springs program and community so far?
So I think I told Coach Bramlett this after the Brandon game last year, right? Since I was 18, I've lived in Connecticut, and I'm 29 now. So in the last 11 years, I've lived in Connecticut, Georgia, Virginia, and now Mississippi, right? And this is really, minus maybe a friend here or there in one of those other places, the first time that we've had a link to the community that's kind of outside of the military, right? Outside of work. And I know, like, for us, that is invaluable, right? You can't put a price on that because we don't get that everywhere. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, when you go somewhere and you only have Coast Guard friends or whatever, because I love my Coast Guard friends here too.
Right.
But having that community outside of the Coast Guard is truly something to hang on to. And it was a huge part, this team and this community, this coaching staff was a huge part of the reason that we asked to stay here for another 3 years.
Right.
And we're due to transfer in 28. I don't know what jobs will be open, but I'm gonna try my darndest to maybe stay here a little bit longer. But it may be short on open positions at that time. But this community's great. We love Ocean Springs. We feel really blessed to kind of have landed here. Almost by accident, but
right.
Yeah.
I get it. Like you said, I was listening at the names you said where they got you, where they had you going. They pushed you all the way down south.
Yep, the whole East Coast, and
Can't
then
go
they
no
sent us over here. And I'll be honest, we were in St. Simon's Island, Georgia, and I figured this would be a lot like that. And weather-wise, it is, but culture-wise, it's completely different. I don't want to get in trouble with any of my Georgia people out there, but I think I like the whole, kind of New Orleans coastal influence down here a little bit better.
Yeah, I was stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia, in Columbus. So, Georgia, Georgia you get all at Fort Campbell and Fort Benning. You get all 4 seasons on time.
Yeah,
fall is gonna start in fall, winter's gonna start in winter, spring's gonna start in winter, summer. Mississippi, it might be summer 75% of the year. Might get a little winter here. Might not even get a fall. Might skip fall, go straight to winter. Like. Mississippi weather is blackout women. It's bipolar, and that's nothing against them because we love our women, man. But that's just how you can relate Mississippi weather. It's like
what was it, 70 degrees on Sunday, and then Monday morning it's like 37.
Man. It's like what you want to eat. That's the type of weather we got. That's the type of weather we got. I'm gonna get killed for that. Please don't. Come on, women. Please don't take it as hard, man. But Coach Zepp, man, appreciate you and your service, your leadership, and everything you bring to this program. They, the players, they talk about you. I'm seeing now everything. I'm actually having almost a full year here now, and especially on Veterans Day, the guys, they love you. They see you. They come greet you. I see how they do. And you got the big guys. They be all up on y'all and all that, man. Like they don't realize how big they are and how. We're not young like that, man. You got big hands be slapping you on your back, man. I'll be like, Yeah. But you ain't never think about coming to WWE wrestler?
No, I know I
You
haven't.
know?
No.
I don't know why a lot of offensive. I think a
No,
lot of offensive
no,
line
I
and
haven't.
defensive line guys would go that route, like to try to go try out become a WWE
Maybe.
wrestler.
Maybe. Well, I'll tell you what. If the coast, if Garden Coast stops
Yeah.
working out, then
Yeah.
maybe I'll give it a go.
I tell Jaden Ross that all the time. You got to look. I think Jaden could, if NFL, college football don't work out for him, he can go holler at Triple H and go to the
He probably
Performance
could.
Center.
Yeah,
He
he
probably,
probably could,
yeah,
yeah.
they probably put him in the
Yeah,
bloodline
yeah.
because he look like he's Samoan, so they
Yeah.
probably put him in the bloodline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fatu nephew or something like that. You know, I can
That's
see
funny.
that, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, Coach, appreciate you, man, for coming on, man. I'm glad you came on again. Happy Vet Day. You ain't gonna get you no free food or nothing like that today?
Nah, I'm good.
You good
I'm
on
gonna pay
that?
my tab here.
Yeah,
And,
that's it.
yeah.
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 Yeah. Matter of fact, Heath, you watching the show, our tabs today on you. Our tabs on Heath today, man. Yeah, you know, so yeah, Knuckleheads took care of our tab today. Shout out to Heath Allen, man. And we're gonna come right back. I don't know what we got next. This show is we're just freestyling today and we ain't really put it together. All right, man.
All right, thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Play some ads, huh?
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
All right, y'all. Let's keep it rolling with our Coaches Spotlight series. This next one is another familiar face and a name that carries so much weight around Ocean Spring. I use it to get into clubs. I use it to get into, restaurants. If I ain't got to wait online, it's two names I drop in Ocean Spring.
What names?
Allen Howes and Jonathan Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You know them. Come on. They gonna get me into any door I need to, man.
That's tough.
It's very
That's
tough, but I know the names that hold weight. A lot of folks say they name hold weight in the city. It's only two that I know. They got me in some doors. So, the rest of y'all need to stop the cap. Stop the cap, man. But we
that
got
boy boosted me up over here.
Nah, these are
Now
real
keep going,
cap.
fool. I ain't gonna stop. I'm not
These
gonna
are
stop
real
you.
cap.
I
Now
will
this
not
is
stop
not.
you.
This is all fact, no cap. You know what I'm saying? We got Coach Allen Howes, our defensive back coach. Y'all know him as a proud Ocean Spring Greyhound alumni and a Southern Miss Golden Eagle. And he riding high right now. His Greyhound, his Eagles,
Come
you
on.
is on it right
Hey,
now.
this the year. This been a year, boy.
This is the year.
Yeah. Them boys looking good. Shout out
Yes,
Coach Huff.
sir.
I see you.
Coach Huff out there dancing on the
Yeah, come
sideline. I just told him, man, Coach Huff finna get snuck up by one of these Power 4
Hey,
teams.
let's not worry about that
I
right
know,
now.
I
Come
know,
on. Don't,
I know.
Don't you
I
try
know.
to speak stuff in the
I
existence,
know,
man. Chill.
I know. Let me
Chill.
stop. I can see stuff, but I know.
Yeah.
I know. He ain't
nah,
gonna
look,
be there
he ain't
long.
gonna be that long.
I know, yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I know.
He will not be there long.
Yeah, we ain't giving out 10-year, $8 million deals and stuff like that. Yeah.
But look, I will say this. I'm appreciating the time that he's there, so it's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was cool for us South Mississippians to see Southern Miss back like this because we've been talking about y'all era for the longest, man. That Southern Miss, that was the '09 group from Peanut and them up until your era, man.
2011.
Yeah, it was lit. It was lit.
That
man.
was a time.
That was a time.
That was a
So
time, for sure.
you was bad linebacker there too,
I
man.
appreciate it. I appreciate that.
I ain't got a cap.
I appreciate
Go to YouTube.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, go on YouTube. Just type in Allen Howes, USM highlights.
I appreciate that one.
There ain't no glazing. This is just real facts. It just is what it is. We don't hate over here.
He's steady doing it, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, boy. My secondary gonna hate me tomorrow. Oh my goodness, they gonna hate me tomorrow. Boy.
Yeah, man. But they see what you did though. After you went and did what you did, you came back home to pour back into your community.
Yes.
You know, that helped shape the next generation of Greyhounds, and now you're mentoring, you know, one of the most underrated secondaries in the state of Mississippi right now with, you know, some guys
with a whole bunch of dogs.
Yeah, just straight dogs, man. This is probably the most white-legged secondary in the state.
I kid you not. When I say a whole bunch of dogs,
Yeah, it is. They just dogs.
They dogs.
They
man.
just
And
dogs.
The thing is, they've embraced their roles on the team.
Yeah.
And I mean, heck, I hate to tell you, Coach Dillard, I know you hear me over there.
Yeah.
But the secondary lead the defense in every statistical category.
We just got through talking about that earlier, man. Hey, no, six is the lead. Six a bad boy.
He is not gonna like that one. Boy, he gonna get on Jacoby and them head this week. But I need it because it's a big game for us. So I need him to hype them linebackers up. But definitely, these.
Look at one right there. Where the other one there? He gone.
Yeah, he gone. But no, in all seriousness, our secondary has really grasped, what it means to be an Ocean Springs Greyhound.
Yeah.
I'll say that from Aiden, Eli, Sinopoli, EJ, and then they're bringing along Landon with them, and they've just all of those guys have been great role models to the guys that are underneath them, and I think them showing up, weekly.
Yeah.
Those young guys, they got some big shoes to fill, but I think that they're taking that challenge on.
Yeah.
It's motivating them. I mean,
Right.
I was just in the gym not too long ago, and there was probably like 3 of them,
That's
that
good.
stayed after practice just to get like some extra work in. So, they want to be just as great as that group that we have now is. And so, no, it's been a blessing to be able to coach them throughout the years for sure.
Yeah. Last week we was talking about the A.J. Benjamin interception, man. Like I followed you, him, y'all knocking down water coolers.
Man, I tell you what, boy, that was a moment right there. Sure. That was a moment because he's worked his tail off, and just for him to be rewarded that way, you know what I mean. My man's came to the sideline. My first varsity pick.
He was turned.
Ran over the water cooler. Like, hey man, calm down, man.
He was so turned, man.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that people don't get to see, man.
No.
Like when we out there, when you get these clips and you see like a lot of stuff I'm just sitting on because of course we're gonna have our own little reality. We're gonna do our stuff gonna be in the off season.
Right.
So you'll get to see stuff that you didn't see during the season on our season episode in the off season. So we working right now.
Heard that.
So Coach, first off, like I say, it feels good to have you back out here on this little episode. We had fun last year. Our segment was banned. We were supposed to have we
should have kept that going.
Yeah,
As
man.
a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get ready for next year.
Yeah.
Well, we took a break this year for production reasons, but next year we're gonna bring it back.
It's a fact.
Yeah, let's
it's
just
done.
go ahead and bring that back next year, and then we get it rolling again.
Because we had the most viewed viral segment of last season, man.
So it's only right that we bring it back.
They tried to censor us.
No.
But we back though, you know. So this is like a full circle moment for us, Coach, especially like how it is for you. Being how does it feel to go from a Greyhound player, being in these kids' positions, to now you're the coach that's getting them ready to be in the same position you was in?
Yeah, being a kid, I never would have thought I'd be in this position for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I always thought, man, there's no way in heck I can come back and coach.
Yeah.
Because I just remember how much of a knucklehead I was. So to think I was going to have to coach a couple more knuckleheads, I was like, oh, man, there's no way. But like I said before, it's honestly, it's been a blessing. Growing up here, having just that time.
Yeah.
I try to tell the kids, like, there's nothing like Friday night.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, the time that you spend playing with your boys and, the people that you grew up with, I think that's what makes this group special.
Yeah.
They really do remind me of my group and, groups prior to my group, just because during that time we all played Pee Wee ball together. You know what I mean? The city really had a city league that we all grew up under, and a lot of these seniors are kind of the same way.
Yeah.
They've played football from Pee Wee till now, and I think that chemistry has helped them along the way just throughout all their years, and it's been a testament to just how each one of them have all stayed together, you know what I mean, through the good, the bad, whatever it is. They've all stayed together, and now they're in this position right now to where they can be I'm not even going to say one, but they can be the greatest team that Ocean Springs has ever had. You know?
There's a lot coming off your mouth.
I mean, but it's true.
It's
you know
very much true.
Because, you know, but they got to do it 1 week at a time for sure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, they have the opportunity to be that team.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, I think I think that right there will help us in the long run.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, that they remind me so much of that part of me playing. You know, and you know we were able to make it to where we made it to.
Yeah.
You know, I expect this team to make it further than that. I do.
Oh yeah.
And you know, just being able to come back and, you know, actually coach these guys and
That's
you know
the
just
fun part,
man.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Like there's nothing more. Like I don't get happy.
You can
about
see it,
too
and
much
you
more.
can
Man,
see it from you. Like
Dog,
everybody watch you can see it, man.
I
You
do.
love this.
Yeah, man, I do. I do. Like, and it's funny because like I will get on their tails. You know what I mean? Like, and it'll be some times where we go on the blows. There's been I ain't gonna say no names, but there's been a couple of us out there. And we done said, you know, some words that been passed around. They're all you know. Nothing bad, but I'm just saying there's been some words passed around. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think they know it's coming from a good place. I know that they're coming from a good place. You know what I mean? I just expect the best and the most out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like and just because they can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know they can do it. So it would be a shame to me if I didn't expect that out of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I did not try to push that, you know, that motive or whatever it is out of them, it would be shame on me as a coach. So
man, they love it. I can tell. I see it every day, man. So let's rewind to your playing days here.
All right.
What were some of your favorite memories or lessons from your time wearing that blue and gray?
Oh, man. Let's see. So by far my favorite lesson is you'll never be able to coach kids like Ocean Springs kids. And I will stand on that to the day that I turn blue in the face.
Yeah.
All right. It just is what it is. It's just something different. I don't know whether it's not the community. I don't know what it is, but you will never coach a kid like an Ocean Springs kid. And then, like, my fondest memory, honestly, there's a few, but for sure, my senior year, we were playing George County. And it was for us to at least have my junior year. Actually, it was my junior year. And it was overtime. And sure enough, they had the ball on like the 1 yard line, and they ended up fumbling.
Wow.
We recovered the fumble, ended up going to playoffs off of that victory.
I seen that picture.
Yeah.
There's a picture of that somebody got.
Yeah, so that was pretty dope. But
number 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a picture of it. I seen that.
Yeah, so
it was wet?
Huh?
It was raining that game?
No. That might have been Diabloville.
Okay.
But I mean, besides that, you know, also, you know, making it to South State with my boys, my senior year, that was
big.
Of course, that was a great year for us. Man, I could go on. The list goes on. You know, in 2004, you know, being part of the crew that ran out there and tore down the goalpost when I was probably like in 8th grade.
Yeah.
You know, that's a memory of mine. So like I said, there's a list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a list, and you know, there's some rich history here that I hope that, you know, a lot of people start to, you know, kind of pick up on. Yeah. Because it really is. I think everything, you know, since that 03 class that came through and kind of flipped the script on everything, and you know, it's definitely been a culture change.
It's been turned around.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know,
it's been good though. It's been fun. You know.
You know, and you know, like I said, I was here with them in 8th grade. I was supposed to have been here with them in high school, but I moved that second semester.
Yeah.
So Justin Miller, he don't, because I'm not a grade. I ain't say I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here having fun.
Good, man.
I'm
good.
Yeah, I got a G-Pass,
Hey,
dog.
Miller, man, chill out, man. Come on now.
Yeah, man. He over there hating from the sideline.
Nah, man. Miller just want to go golf right now.
That's all. He ain't even good at it, man. It's Steven.
Chill.
It's Steven. Steven is the one.
Hold on.
It's Steven, dog. Miller can beat you?
Who?
Miller.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Miller
For real?
beat me. Yeah,
I take it back then.
Miller good.
Because you
straight.
straight. I seen you
But
play,
I tell you
dog.
this, man. Miller, the only thing Miller do is golf right now. So you know what?
He ain't got nothing
I'm gonna go
else
ahead.
to do.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing else to do. All you do right now, Miller, is golf. So I don't want to hear it right now. I don't want to hear it.
Nah, that's fam,
Yeah,
man.
nah,
he knows
Miller,
all.
nah.
Look, we argue and fight like real cousins and brothers. Like that's how we grew up, man. Down the road, they know what's up.
Man, that man good people.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so then you took that to the next step to Southern Miss.
Yep.
How did you end up there?
Man, it was probably off my junior year. There was like a camp that was down here, and honestly, that camp. Well, I take that back. I went to a Southern Miss camp, so I got invited from a camp that we hosted at Ocean Springs, and I did pretty well at that camp. That camp got me invited to the junior day, and honestly, I had a heck of a day. I ended up pulling Dylan Favre. He ended up being my quarterback for that day. And we just had a day. We really did. We just had a day, and then I just remember, it was Fedora. It was he was the running backs coach at the time, and he went to Kansas. I cannot think of his name right now, but I just remember him pulling me over along with the defensive coordinator, and they were just like, "Hey, you're gonna hear from us real soon." I was like, "All right, cool." Didn't really think much about it. Ended up coming back here, and sure enough, phone started blowing up. They were like, "Hey." It was actually Coach Mangle. A number just kept calling me. I don't recognize that number. I'm not answering that. And then finally, Coach Mangle called. Was like, "Hey, boy, answer your phone." I'm like, "I did answer it. What you talking about?" He was like, "Man, Southern Miss trying to call you." I was like, "Oh, snap."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was it during that time. Getting up there, it was just one of those moments. They were like, "All right, like, what's your plan? Do you want to sit out? You want to play?" I said, "Coach, man, I'm trying to play. Whatever you got for me, I'm trying to play." And so that's how that switch from running back to linebacker happened, and ever since then it's
turn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I should have been playing linebacker. I'm not even gonna lie, I should have been there the whole time.
Turn.
It was Coach Sabatini. You remember Coach Sabatini?
Yeah, that was my linebacker coach at Goshen.
It's crazy. Coach Sabatini told me the day I got moved up. He said, I was like I said, I was hard headed. I was a knucklehead. So the whole time I'm over there, like, man, I don't want to do this, man. I want to go with the running backs. I want to go with running backs. Take your behind over there with the running backs there. He said, you're going to be playing linebacker in college. I was like, man, I don't want to hear none of that. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear that. Ended up running off. Sure enough, my very first spring practice, fall camp. No, it was my very first fall camp. Guess who's out there watching me during linebacker drills? Just hands folded the whole time. And I'm just looking at him. I haven't said nothing to him. I saw him out there. I was like, man, I can't, because I already know what he's going to say. I'm going through my drills and whatnot. They finally blow it up for water. Sure enough, he's by the water cow. So I'm
about to get them arms across.
Man, arms still folded. So I run over there. What's up, Coach Sapp? I told you. Here you go. Here you go.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Sam, man.
No doubt.
He's he came over and left his mark in Ocean Springs.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, man.
He did. That's crazy. He went to Goshen, to Ocean Springs, Biloxi, Perk, then Biloxi. Like, that's what's up.
Yep.
All right. So then, after that, after you took it to the top, now you come back home after your time at USM, and now you're teaching and coaching the DBs for your alma mater.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's like a full circle moment. And you're happy.
Yeah, oh no.
I can tell you happy.
Yeah,
you
man.
love what you do,
I do.
man. I don't see you doing nothing else.
No, and that's the crazy part. Like, because again, had you told me I was going to be, teaching and being a coach, I would have told you, heck no. I always thought I was going to be like in a business suit, walking up and down this big building or something like that. And it was. I was working in consumer finance, wasn't happy during that time, and I was just like, something got to change.
Yeah.
And it just so happened I started volunteering here, and once I started volunteering here, I was like, oh man, like, I was like, man, I've been tripping. Like, I should have, this should have been me from the get go,
That's how I feel right now.
Like, I kid you not. But I mean, it really. I guess I kind of saw it my senior year of playing football. I remember asking my position coach at that time.
Yeah.
And I just remember how he was on me, and like he really did. He was real smart, and I did everything I could to be a sponge to him, and I just remember asking him, like, man, what do I have to do to like be a coach?
Yeah.
And he looked at me and he was like, I need you to think about that question a little bit longer. And David Duggan, he told me that.
That's
and
dope.
I was just, and I was like, man, all right. You know what I mean? I thought he was just telling me like, nah, you don't want to do this. You know what I mean? But sure enough, thinking about that and sitting back and realizing, I had to go through everything else
Yeah.
to get to where I am now. I can't be any.
Yeah.
I'm as happy as it can be right now.
So when you know. It's like
Yeah,
marriage,
man.
You
Yeah.
just know when
I'm
you
happy.
know, man. You got it. All right, Coach Lamp. Be easy,
Later,
man.
Coach.
So the defense has shown growth all season long.
Hey, I appreciate that.
What's been your message to the? What's that?
Now we get
to the meat
potatoes, man. Because look, I've been here all season, man, and it's been a good offensive segment. Now it's time to
they wait to bring you on during the playoffs.
Nah, it ain't even that. I just gotta show my boys some love on the other side.
Yeah. Well, it's been what's been your message to the secondary week after week as you guys prepare for this playoff push?
Secondary. The entire team, just more with them is we need to be 1-0, and our attention to detail on the back end has to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want near perfect. I don't want close to perfect.
Yeah.
On the back end, we have to be perfect, and that like I said, I think the guys that we have back there, they really take pride in that.
Yeah.
And when I'm grading film, they know how it is. I grade as far as like, oh, your stance is wrong on this.
Yeah.
I don't like your stance. Because at that point, it's alignment, assignment, key. You know what I mean? All those 3 things that happens before the play. So if you don't have those 3 things before the play, you're already losing the rep.
Right.
So for me, I'm looking at all that when it comes down to it, and a lot of those guys, they've kind of taken that as their philosophy as well, and I think that separates this group. Like I said, they want to be perfect.
And all seniors, aren't they?
Yeah. So they've been through the system a good bit, so they understand they understand, and they don't want any type of lax on our end, because D-line is covered up by the linebackers. You know what I mean? Linebackers is covered up by the secondary. Secondary covered up by that end zone.
Yeah.
So you get caught slipping in the secondary, everybody gonna realize it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really been our take on.
Six been protecting that though all year.
That's the eraser.
Six been protecting
Yeah,
that.
man,
You
that's
ain't
the
getting
eraser.
if you get past 6, then you deserve the score.
That kid's come a long way. Come a long way.
Man, just
He's
the
come a long way.
leadership, he already had the field view, the vision.
He's been a player.
Yeah,
He's always been.
He's always been a dog.
He's always been a player.
Yeah, just like his dad was good.
He's always been a player.
There.
He just needed to get comfortable, and he's there now. And he's one of those dogs. Man.
Yeah,
he's one of those dogs.
Well, lay yo out. You know what I'm talking about? Mighty dog. He gonna come lay you out, man.
Yeah, it sucks when he coming down from 15. I can only imagine.
Oh my God.
When he coming down from 15, I'm just like, I hate it for that guy coming up.
And he coming to bring that pain. He want to feel it too.
He put on some good weight.
Yeah.
He put on some good weight to kind of help him out on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he does. When he hits somebody, they feel it.
Oh, we hear it.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, like.
Yeah. It's helped. I'll be honest. It's helped him, man. He's still moving good, so it's fine.
Shout out to Aiden Watson, man. I love some 6, man. So, what's one thing you try to teach your player that goes beyond football?
Beyond football, it would definitely be your character, because it's not so much that I'm teaching it. Off rip. It's more of what I'm doing. It's passively taught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like everything that I'm kind of saying and instructing passively teaches you about your character. Because at the end of the day, that's what everybody sees.
Facts.
And I know that having a great character honestly takes you a long way. Because I was not the most athletic person in the room. You know what I mean? But I really took
athletic
pride.
enough.
Yeah, athletic enough for sure. Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I ain't putting myself wrong. I was a D1 athlete.
Yeah, what you talking about?
But what I'm saying is like what carried me through being male athlete of the year at Southern Miss and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? It was my character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was a hard worker. You know, good
just a
person.
lovable guy.
You know what I mean? Like it was just one of those things. So like what I'm trying to do is like, look, your character will take you a long way.
Facts.
Even after this, your character will take you a long way.
That's facts.
And that's helped me. That's helped me. To come back and actually coach, just because of what I've worked hard as far as. My character.
That name hold weight because of your character in the city, man. I said that to start the show. I try to tell you, man. Y'all listen.
See how I led back? That's crazy.
That full circle right there. We keep having them now. So, and finally, Coach, so how does it feel to be a part of this coaching staff and this community that you grew up in and heads into another playoff run?
Man, this coaching staff is by far, the best in the state. I mean, the camaraderie that we have, I don't know, maybe there are other coaching staffs that can get together on like a Saturday or get together on a Friday night and all hang out and, laugh and, shoot jokes at each other and have a good time, but, just reaching out to other people, that's not the case. You know what I mean? Yeah. And for us to have, the guys that we have, and we can do that off rip, I think that's a testament to what we have here. Yeah. And as far as a community, man, it's not too much more that you can ask for them. But I will do this. I am going to challenge our community because this week is a big one for us, and potentially it can be our only home playoff game. So I know, the weather's supposed to warm up, right?
Yeah, it's going to be by 60 Friday.
Yeah, it would be awesome to have that place packed. You know what I mean? And that's like the people that usually watch it on live stream that live within the city. If y'all can just make it out, and be a part of that, be a part of that game day crowd, that would be the most awesome thing. And I think that's a great way, to kind of show these seniors, one last time, if that's the case, because after this game, we'll be on the road. So, unless things shake up, but for the most part, we'll be on the road. So it'll be awesome to have these seniors go out with a bang, go to the next round with their last game being that home playoff game where, where everybody came out, you know what I mean? So that's my challenge for the community. I remember those playoff games where we had people wrapped around the turf, the track, you know what I mean? So it'll be awesome, to give these guys that chance, that experience as well.
I ain't gonna lie, I remember in 04, I somehow snuck on the field when they won state. It was so many people. We was all on the sideline, man.
I mean, heck, even our game before South State, man, we had extra bleachers in the end zones and all type of stuff. You know what I mean? So
I don't think they were prepared for that in 04 like they was in 08.
No. They prepared for it. They did. Man. But still, it's
I was watching them little kids on top of that
the goalpost.
So you was one of them when you said that. I remember that.
I was most definitely one of them.
I remember that.
I was most definitely one of them.
They had grass turf. They had grass field.
Yeah, grass field. Yeah, man. I was definitely one of them. That big behind paw print in the middle of the field. Yeah, man. That was me. I was definitely there for that. But,
I remember that game like it was yesterday. I remember the first person I seen was Jarrell Preston, man. He had his medal around his neck for getting ready to go to winning South State. Going to I remember like it was yesterday, man.
Yeah, man. So, it is. That's my challenge for the community, man. They need that. I think that's they've worked hard for that opportunity, so why not give it to them?
Let's give it to them, man. Coach, appreciate you, brother.
No doubt, man.
What a meal been up to?
I just tried to call that fool.
I did too.
I tried to call him like 2 weeks ago, man, and he still ain't hit me back, man. He really making me mad. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm about to get on.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, make a reel out of this. Make 2 reels. You need to make a reel out of me talking, asking the community to come out, and then make a reel for my brother. Because he's supposed to be. Yeah, that joke is supposed to be. He's supposed to hit me up by now.
Yeah,
no doubt. Yeah.
I texted him. No, I called him. He didn't answer. He texted me back, said, "Give me a second."
And they ain't.
That was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, man, you ain't gotta tell me. I already know how it is. I already know.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, man. One of the greatest greyhounds alive. I said it. I stand on business about it.
I stand on that.
Yeah. Thank you for what you doing, and have done for these young men in this community, and continue to doing this bigger than ball with you. And you show it every day. The students, they love it, like they show it, like how they greet you. And when I drop my daughter off at school, I see they greet you every morning, like kids, they don't like you, they ain't gonna say nothing to you.
I appreciate
that. They mess with you, man. So that means you just gotta welcome the spirit. That's all it is, man. You don't, you like one of them people. You a Virgo, man. We don't have bad days.
Nah, it's tough to have a bad day. Even when we do, we ain't gonna put it on nobody else.
Nah, man. Yeah, then what I'm saying, and then all these big bodies and all these kids, that's due to the fact to you being the strength coach, right?
Yep.
I forgot to bring that up, the strength and conditioning coach. That weight room, y'all, that's him.
We here. Come on, man.
That's him.
It's been,
you know?
No, it's been a good system, man.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to be a part of it. And,
Yeah.
you know, Coach Bramlett put me in a position to where I could learn.
Yeah.
And I definitely jumped on that and took full advantage of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did. Yep.
Yeah, man. Come on. We need to get a Allen House Street down here or something, man.
Oh, let me get up off this thing,
man.
Look at you, man. My head finna get too big for this headset, man. Let me go.
Right,
wait,
man.
hold before I leave. Shout out to my Lady Greyhounds. You know, they were runner-up at state for track. Yeah, man. I was, you know, they really haven't been able to get that light, so I want to make sure that they get it right now, especially those seniors that went on, you know, that's running track elsewhere. But congratulations to them. This is me, like, formally saying, like, congratulations to them.
Third clip, then.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
3 clips.
Yeah. They did a great job.
I got you.
Those seniors definitely set up everything.
Should have brought them on the show, man. Next time,
the girls
man.
out there in college, Carmela running track.
Oh,
Addie
yeah, she
running
is.
track.
I seen she a rebel now. Shout out to Addie.
Addie's running cross country right now. So all those, no,
you putting them out there.
Yeah. I'm just
Jackson, Purdue.
No, I ain't doing none of that. That's them, man. Those girls worked hard.
They got to have a leader.
Yeah, those girls worked hard. So I do want to say congratulations to them, and you know, let everybody know that they did. They brought home some hardware, so that was awesome for them.
Big things happening in this community of Ocean Springs, and you know, great people like Coach Howes coming back and putting his stuff in. Coach Korean. Coach Lee told me to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We bringing Brody on.
I appreciate y'all, man.
I didn't know he was coming on. He ain't said nothing. He just keep walking by smiling at me.
You should have went before me, bro.
Yeah, you should have been came on. You just keep walking by. Let me bring Brody on.
Man, let me get
Come
Brody
on, bro.
up
We
here.
don't got to take no break. Brody, bro.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
Yeah, we back. We got the man. Are we on break or we live? We live? Hold up, boy, right here,
What's
man.
up?
Yeah. No.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's what you be saying. That's what I be thinking you be saying in your head, man. No.
It's just it comes up on the spot. I just do it. I don't know what to. I just do whatever I think.
And I catch you every time when you do it. You smiling with it too every time.
I gotta
man.
live in the moment.
Look at that. Why everybody want to come mess with you, man? All right, y'all. Now it's time to shine a light on one of our senior leaders on the Greyhound defense. Joining me right now is Brody Sines, our senior linebacker, one of the tone setters and an all-around dog on that defensive side of the ball. Brody's been a consistent presence on this defense, flying around, making plays, bringing energy, and holding his brothers accountable week after week. He's one of those guys that just represent what Greyhound football is all about, from what Coach Allen Howes is talking about: toughness, discipline, and pride. Brody, welcome to the breakdown, man. Let's chop it up.
What's up? How you doing?
Yeah, we got him on here, man. First off, Brody, great performance to close out the regular season against St. Martin. The defense was flying all over the field. What was your mindset going into that game, knowing it was the last one before playoffs?
I mean, just being a senior, I always soak in the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew we would play playoffs, but I mean, just that being the last regular season game.
Yeah.
This season's definitely gone by like too
Right.
fast. Like I feel like we played Meridian a week ago.
Yeah.
It was over 2 months ago.
Right.
So it was fun, and I think it was a good way to end the regular season.
Yeah.
I think we played a really good game.
Man, it was. And you've been a big part of this defense for a while now. Like, what do you take the most pride in when you step on that field as a linebacker?
Well, I feel like people like me and like Jacoby and Aiden have definitely stepped up, and I think that's been a fun journey, because last year I kind of just did my own thing. I let BJ be the leader, and like Ricky and Asher the defense. This year, kind of Coach Carmody talked to me, Gabe, and Jacoby before the Meridian game, saying like, you guys got to step up, like you're the leaders now. And I think that's one of the things that I've taken in and I've really taken pride in.
Yeah, most definitely, man. You're one of the senior leaders on this team. Like, so what's it been like leading this group and helping set the tone every week?
Well, I've known 90% of these guys on the defense, on just the defensive side.
Yeah.
Like Lucas, Aiden, I've known all these guys my whole life, like good friends, and I think we have that chemistry. But it's just even cooler to know these guys my whole life and then be a leader with them.
Right.
And I'm not just the only leader. Like, I feel like this whole defense, we hold each other accountable, and the chemistry's there. And I think that's what makes us a really good defense.
That's pretty cool, man. So the front seven has been dominant lately. Like, what's been clicking for y'all? Like, how confident are you in this defense heading into this playoff push?
I mean, I feel like this week since Sunday, I feel like it's been the best practice week we've had. Like, I feel like we're all locked in. Like, we like to have our fun at practice, but this week has been different. Like, we know what's on the line.
Yeah.
But I feel good. Like, we all know what we have to do. Me, Jacoby, Gabe, Santi, Bryson, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what we got to do. Coach Carmody's really been helping out the D-line.
Yeah.
Coach Howes, Coach Dillard, Coach T, all of them been helping us with, like, the run game, the pass game. Like, we know what we got to get ready for.
Right. Now you got Brandon up next, a formidable foe. How do you and the guys stay focused and hungry knowing what's at stake this time of the year? Because I can tell, like, just looking at y'all at practice, y'all salivating right now.
Yeah. I mean, if you were there last year, you know how it feels.
I was there. I was at South State.
Yeah, like just being there and then also being one of the players, like at least one of the juniors that's back for senior year.
Yeah.
You know how it feels. And
yeah.
It's one of those feelings like like Coach Bramlett said, it's early Christmas present. Like, we get the chance to beat this team, not in the third round, but the first round, and I'm feeling good about this year.
Sir.
Like I know we're the better team. Like, I know we just gotta play.
Fundamentally sound.
We just gotta know what's at stake, and we gotta play it.
I can't wait, man. All right. So, on a personal level, what's been your favorite memory or proudest moment as a Greyhound?
Just seeing my younger guys succeed. Like, I was in that. Like, at one point. And, like, I'll give an example. When we played West Harrison, Landon Donald getting that pick six, like, that made me so happy. And, like, Bryson, him being a linebacker, making that pick against Petal, like, wow, like, these guys got a good future. That's one of the best memories. And just obviously playing with the guys, like I said, that I've been playing football or baseball with my whole life, like Lucas and Peyton, even on the offensive side, like Hayden, Cohen Myers, like, just seeing all the guys succeed, it makes me happy.
Yeah. As a senior, what have you tried to instill? You just said that. So, all right. You've been here before. Like you said, this is get back season. You know,
exactly.
So, what's different about the intensity and preparation this week than any other week?
Like I said, just knowing what's at stake. Like, I'm going to these practice every week. I'm going to these – well, not every week, but this week specifically, going into practice every day knowing this could be my last Wednesday. This could be my last walkthrough, my last pregame meal. Like, and obviously I don't want it to be the last, but you just have to go in with that mentality thinking, like, do everything you do as if it's the last time you do it.
Yeah.
And like I said, we just got to do what we got to do to win, man.
Man, you have grown a lot over your career here. Looking back at your freshman or sophomore self, what advice would you give that to younger Brody?
Just don't look at the negative things. I'll say, Coach Carmen knows it. I almost quit my sophomore year because I didn't even – we have a JV scout team called Dirty D. I wasn't even on Dirty D.
Oh, yeah, you bad.
And
bad.
I talked to my dad sophomore year. I was like, Dad, after football, I think I'm done. I think I'm going to try and play golf or something.
That still would have been a bad move.
No, because I just was like, I didn't have anything going for me. And then I give my credit to Coach Carmody and, like, Coach Dillard and all the coaching staff because without them, I probably still wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So if I can give one advice to my younger self, it'd just be, like, just take it more serious because that's my problem. I didn't try and put myself out there. I had to get a helping hand from other people. Like, I just told myself, just keep going. Like, you're young. Like, don't hold your head low.
You're going to be all right, man. You humble as I don't know what already, man. So, when you walk out under those lights at the Pep this Friday, what could be your last home game? Very much so. What emotions do you think would hit you first?
My family, like, coming out, and I've said it like 20 times now, just playing this sport probably the last time with like 95% of my brothers. Like, we're all coming out here, all my senior guys all coming out here with the same mentality. Like, this could be the last time we play at the Greyhound Stadium, the stadium that I've literally been doing, like, sports activity since I can't even remember
Right.
before my memory can even remember anything. But just that feeling, like
Yeah.
I'm a senior.
Yeah.
Just give it everything I got.
Oh, man, it's going to be awesome, bro. I can feel it now, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, when it's all said and done, how do you want people to remember Brody Signs as a player and a person?
As a player, I just want them to remember me as like just trying to be a leader,
Yeah.
trying to help my guys out. That's one thing. Like outside of the sports part of it, I like to see. I've said it so many times. I see my younger guys succeed,
Right.
and I keep telling them, like, I tell them what I would tell my younger self. Like,
Yeah.
and even the guys that don't play, like, I've talked to countless sophomores on the team
Yeah.
that were in the same position as I was. I was like, don't quit. Like, I'll say that I don't want to put him on the spot. I'm not going to say his name, but there's one dude on offense. He's like, I might quit. I'm like, dude, you're playing scout team, and you're like, I didn't play on the scout team. Like,
Right.
just take
Yeah.
pride in what you do. So I want people to remember me as, like, one of those guys that, like, helps people out.
Oh, yeah. They going to remember you, Brody. I can tell you that now. So, what's next for you after this season? Plans on continuing football at the next level, or just going to college and just getting that degree, or what's next?
Well, I've been posting my film on Twitter, and I had a slow start last year because I didn't really know how the recruiting system worked.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, last year I didn't really get the recognition I feel like I should have gotten. That's on me.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been posting my film, and I'm definitely trying to go play football somewhere, at least at the JUCO level.
Okay.
And I've been talking to Jacoby, and me and him plan to go play somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, I have talked to some coaches, like, over the spring.
Yeah.
But so far, I haven't got any, like, official offers. Surprisingly, I know people
Right.
probably think, like, wow, but
Right.
hopefully they'll come after the season's over.
Oh, yeah.
After I post my senior film,
Man,
because I've been posting weekly, but I will post like a
Mhm.
ultimate like senior year film.
Yeah.
So hopefully after that
Yeah.
it'll come.
Whenever you do your film, all you gotta do is give it. It's gonna get in the right hands. I know you give it to me. I know what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah.
Coach Bramlett already be sending your footage around, trying to get. He looks out for y'all guys, man.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a life.
Yeah, no.
Really
Shout out
don't.
coaches.
Yeah,
I'm
shout
blessed
out
to have them.
coaches, man. Yeah, y'all got a good group. Finally, what message would you give to the younger Greyhounds, the ones you love so much? What would they look up to that look up to you right now?
I want them to be able to take pride in being a leader.
Yeah.
Like you can't like expect everyone to know what you're thinking. Like you gotta put yourself out there. Like
Yeah.
you gotta be the one to step up. Like I know some people might be like antisocial or they just don't
Yeah.
think they're cut for it. But like, just be that guy.
Yeah.
Like be the one that stands out. 'Cause not like I said, like not a lot of people want to be that guy. So
Yeah.
just you live once. You
Right.
only live once. So just do it.
Enjoy life.
Like Nike, just do it.
Yeah. Enjoy life, man. Brody, man, we appreciate your leadership, your heart, your grind. You've been an anchor, a real anchor for this defense. And so best of luck for you and the Greyhounds this Friday night. Keep leading by example and, just go lay it all out there on the line, man. So, the party can keep going. I got all the faith in the world in
Me
you
too.
guys, man. It's been a hell of a ride all year watching you guys.
Yeah, this is the year.
This is
This
the
year.
this
Ever
is
since
what
8th grade,
feel
I had
like.
so many people say, "Man, when y'all are seniors, y'all are gonna win state." I'm like, I hope so. And I now that we're here, I agree with
You
them.
feel it now. You say,
I
okay,
feel it.
I
I feel it.
Oh,
I've never been more confident.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I love it. I feel good now
Yeah.
knowing, I'm ready. I just need, I'm trying to figure out the weather for Friday. Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be hot?
It'd be like in the 60s.
In the
This
60s.
cold front's gonna be gone by
All right,
like
well,
tomorrow.
Cool then. All
Yeah.
right, bet. Well, Brody, man, appreciate you for coming on.
All right, yes, sir.
Don't be a stranger. Glad you finally came up. I didn't know you was gonna be here for this, man.
Yeah.
You could have been came up here.
Yeah, I thought you guys knew. So
No.
Well, here I am.
They don't tell me nothing around
Yeah.
here, man. I just show up, man.
yeah.
Appreciate you, brother, man.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
we're gonna come back with Coach Bramlett to close things out.
All right.
All right.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
Yeah, motherfucker. All right, Coach. We talked about the regular season.
Yep.
We looked at the St. Martin game win, and we highlighted our guys. Now it's time to talk about what's next. The playoffs are here, and
Yep.
we got a familiar name rolling into town. They just was here last year around almost around this time.
The Thanksgiving week last year.
Yep. So this is still get back season, you know.
Yeah, and it as long as you're building your culture the way that you're trying to build it, and not forgetting the things that happened in the past, and moving past them, but trying to build on things or trying to make yourself better in a certain aspect of the game. These type of games are going to keep popping up, and that's what I told these guys is. The thing, you come in our locker room every day before practice, and their schedules up there, their dresses up there on the TVs, and you got 4 TVs that are bouncing these other things off of them, and always put a little bit, you know how I am. I put like a little message at the bottom of them, and it may be 2 words, it may be 1 word, it may be a full sentence. Like, it's just a little something that I know that they understand where I'm coming from. And I told this team with the seniors that went out last year, I told this team, never forget this feeling at the end of our run last year. You get beaten South State Championship. It's a good football game for the most part. I mean, it's 14-7, and you throw an interception with 20 seconds left in the half. They score, and it separates the ball game. But their hearts were broke, and they felt like they were a really good football team, and they felt like, some circumstances happened in a different way. They may could have got past that one and made it to the state championship. But to that group of juniors, I told them, I said, do not ever forget this feeling. And it's not something that I want you to lose sleep over at night on a regular basis, but I want you to remember what it felt like to know that you could have prepared a little bit differently in this aspect, or you could have done something a little different in this aspect to make yourself more prepared for the moment.
Yeah.
And that moment has come.
Yeah.
It's here.
Yeah.
And I told these guys on Sunday, you have worked 322 days for this. The season was great. Obviously we were working to be successful during our season, but this is what matters. Yeah. These next 4 games, these next 4 weeks is what you've been preparing yourself for. And no matter what happens, with your girlfriend, with your feelings at home, with your phone, if you break it, whatever it is, this is there is nothing that I'm going to prepare 320 days for and then let something distract me in the end of it. Like, when that time comes, I'm fully bought in. Like, it is that time. It is everything you've worked for, you've done, you've prepared for, you've sweated, you've bled, you've cried, you've done whatever. And that time's come, and this is the team that you all said you wanted. And they're up first.
Yeah,
and that is a really good football team that we got coming in, and we got a big task at our hands. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be something that you've seen happen on this exact field. 2 out of the last 3 years. It's about to be 3 out of the last 4.
Yeah.
And we had a 34-31 heartbreaker 3 years ago. Last year we got popped pretty good, and this year is we felt like we did the things necessary to get over that hump, and for putting the right people in the right places, and developing our pass game and our defense, understanding what we need to do to win ball games, and offensive line prepping themselves and being explosive in the run game. And we've done all those things, and the time's come, guys.
Yeah. Like,
it's come, and yes, they are a 3 seed, but that is not indicative of the players they have. They're returning their whole defense outside of 1, maybe 2 players. and then they're returning the top running back in the state, in my opinion, and a quarterback who has an Ole Miss offer.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not getting anything different on that side. So we've had a target on their back since we ended our season last year, and just so happens we're getting them first.
Yeah. I was mentioning to you earlier, like the conversation I was having earlier with some guys was, you know, when it's playoff time, it's not really based on the talent level no more. It's more coaching at this point. You know, like coaches putting the players in the best position to win that's what the case is just with this right here.
Yeah, it is. It is, but at the same time, it's about player execution.
Yeah.
It's about preparation, and you know, it is fun calling offensive plays, and I'm gonna do it at some point in my career. But I'm sure it's fun calling defensive plays. I'm just gonna send everybody, but.
Engage 8.
No, it's fun doing that part, and that's what I love about my job is that chess match in itself. But like that's a little small part of my job is prepping myself to do that. And same thing with Coach Carmody and Coach Lampley and you know, any offensive play caller or defensive play caller out there. So just a very small part of your job. The biggest part is the prep. And putting those players in a situation to where, all right, these guys know exactly what we are trying to do. They can dang near execute it with their eyes closed. They can execute it without talking or, you know, whatever the case is. And then doing all that in preparations for the playoffs, because you get to a point, and, I mean, everybody's schedules work out different, and – you know, there's no time that you're like, as long as if we got to win a game, I'm gonna use what we got, and what we've worked on. But you work on things the entire year for that first round of the playoffs and for what's to come after that. And these guys are perfecting that, and they're understanding that. And I haven't had many teams that grasp the fact of these are two completely different seasons.
Yeah.
We did our regular season. Now we're in our big season, and they grasped that. They're practicing like that. They understood those little things that we were working on. That, hey, Coach, why don't we ever call that in a game? I never got asked that question because they knew, and we may have been working on it for 6 weeks. We're not doing that until when we need it, and they knew when we needed it, and it wasn't. It's not for a region championship. Yes, if we need to get a home field advantage, absolutely, we'll use it at that point. If we need to win a ball game, yes, we're gonna put it out there to win a ball game. But if we can hold on to it, we can hold on to it as long as we can. Yeah. And they get opportunities to prep and understand and do things that we're gonna put you in the worst situation possible. Now you get out of it. Yeah. You still make the things happen in the worst situation possible, and I think these kids have done a good job understanding what we're trying to do as coaches. Yeah. And I know my coaching staff has done a great job of presenting that to them and trying to attack it from a different level. Like yes, it is high school football, and you know, you'll always hear people say high school football is high school football, no matter whether you're 1A, 7A, whatever. No, we're going to try to attack it a little bit differently. Like we want these kids to grasp and understand and know what we're trying to do here, even if they're not going to be a college football player at the end of the day. They got the learning opportunity to go and do these things and to put a lot of effort and a lot of thought process into something and really mentally buy into something. And this team's done that, and you're seeing the fruits of the labor of it, and you hope it pans out for you on Friday night. But at the end of the day, it's still a physical battle, and it's still a war. Anything can happen, but we're doing the best we can. I don't think it's all about coaching, but I think a lot of it is your players understanding what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can take that as your message to the Greyhound Nation, because you just pretty much told us. Now my next question: what would be your message to the Greyhound
Well, my
Nation?
message to Greyhound Nation is to come out.
Yeah.
It is. That place needs to be absolutely packed, chaotic, madhouse, loud. Yeah. Y'all come out there and and make it what Hugh Pepper is. And Brandon's going to bring a good crowd. They always do. They travel well. They want to see their team succeed just as well as Ocean Springs does, and it's an opportunity to come out there, fill the stands up, give those guys the ultimate amount of support, and see them try to win a ball game that is very, very important to them and to me important to this community and to this program. Yeah. It's it's a hump that that South State hump that we were, was our thing. Well, this was a team.
Yeah.
It's just not in the South State Championship. Right. So we'll take the hump now.
Yeah.
And then we'll deal with what's next after that. But I mean, we feel pretty good about having our home field advantage in the first game, and then there's still a high chance we host the South State playoffs.
Right.
Or the South State Championship. It is a couple things here and there. Northwest beats Gulfport and knocks off Petal, and we're hosting Northwest for a South State playoff, and we just took our whole playoff scenario from last year and just flipped it and reversed it.
Right.
So it's
crazy.
We instead of going Northwest, Oak Grove, Brandon, we go Brandon, Oak Grove, Northwest, and have a South State Championship at the Pep again.
I like the sound of that, man.
I do too. I do too. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, that's on you.
Go Cougars.
That's on you. Yeah, well, you heard it from the man himself. It's playoff time, and there's no tomorrow after this.
Nope.
Every snap matters. Every rep matters. Every fan in that stadium can make a difference. Huge thank you to Coach Bramlett, the players, the coaches, Coach Zepp, our veteran coach, who's a Coast Guard veteran coach, man. We learned a lot about Coach Zepp today.
Happy Veterans Day to you two guys.
Yeah. Big
and everybody else out there.
Yeah. Thank you for your service. Y'all show up. Bring your blankets. Bring your heaters.
It ain't going to be that cold. The low 60 now. I know that's cold on the coast, but it's 60.
Yeah.
That's a low. That's like 2 o'clock next morning.
Yeah. Like I told you earlier, man, Mississippi weather's like our women. They're going to over-prepare. They're going to come out there with the big coats, covers, blankets, pads.
I don't care. Bring whatever you got to.
Right.
Just come out. Come out and have a good time. Enjoy it. You're going to see good football.
Yep.
And hopefully see a Greyhound win.
That's most definitely going to see that, man. And also shout out to Coach Howes for coming in and sitting down, chopping it up with us, man. One of the greatest Greyhounds to ever live.
He'll be proud of that one. You got to cut that up.
Yeah. I said it on the other. He most definitely. I got 3 clips. He said he won't.
That's why he's still standing over there.
All right, so everyone make this this Friday night special, man. This is like these boys are chasing history right now. So let's continue to keep pushing forward for them. Like they're right there. You heard how cocky, I ain't gonna say cocky, how confident Brody sounded. That was bad. You said I did that. That's pretty cool, man. But you see how he sounded, man. Like he was very confident. He said, "Oh, I feel good about this." He played on the team last year. He was in South State. That video got somebody. He was a starter. He seen the clip. The guy talking about Brandon gonna come down and beat the brakes out of it. He said he ready for his get back.
Yeah. Well, we got Pinecone Sports. I mean, I know he put it out there, but they don't talk trash on his page, so.
Yeah. Hey, we talking about Pinecone Sports. Hey, pew, pew, everybody fall. Hey, that was the insider. I don't know if my boy Titus caught that one, man. But, yeah.
He ain't caught much I put out there tonight.
Titus, he on you, Titus. He on you. I don't even think Titus probably watching the show no more. But, yeah.
No, you gotta hang on for them.
Oh, most definitely. We're going to clip it. Like we do everything else. But, yeah, big shout-out once again to our sponsors, Papa John Pizzas, NeuroCare Medical, Halo Hair Salon, and the Ocean Springs Booster Club, and, of course, Bingo Media, the Big Game brand, and Knuckleheads for keeping the energy alive all season long. This is Seneca Hampton and Coach Bramlett signing out, and we'll see you next week getting ready for round 2 of the high school playoffs in Mississippi. We'll be